Okay, let's just get this camera the focus now. Come on. Focus. Focus. Focus properly, won't you? Let's see if people join in. Where is... Someone's in here. Someone's joined. Let's see where the focus line is there. Hello. Try to figure out where my camera is focused at. So everything's in focused well enough. Hello. This is just a normal stream because I'm bored. You guys can, and I'm lonely. Hello everybody who's joining. As you can see from the last streams, I finished the sky. I did end up going with the blue in the mouth like I wanted to. So now it looks like his mouth is glowing. Very nice. So I can't believe you painted GMK mouth. Looks like a light. Thanks. I like the way it came out. Why are you streaming if you have nothing to do? So I can talk to people. Why else do people stream? People stream when they're bored. Last stream was lagging for you. Where do you get your epoxy sculpt? I get mine on Amazon. I haven't to Mothra 64. I haven't worked on it in a while. It's mostly done, but I need to finish parts of the legs and the wings, and then paint it all up. Show us the Mothra. You scored a heavier on Skiri for 150. Nice. How long did it take to make Godzilla 1967? Took a couple days. That one's not the best out of the NECA figures I've done so far. Donkey Kong custom win. I don't know. Do you like spiders? Spiders are fine. It's sealed in box. Nice. You like the eyes for 1964 Godzilla? Well, 64 is over on my shelf. This is 65. My camera's not focusing right now. Manila when? Eventually. Why does this always happen when I watch your streams? Maybe your internet, which is why you're lagging. Come on, camera, focus, please. Music use control. What's up? Hello. 5 and 4 look the same. 65 and 64 are entirely different designs. You make Ghidorah for Godzilla stop motion 2018. I don't have a Ghidorah 2019 figure that I could use that would be decent enough. Will you be making custom kaijus? I make Godzilla figures. What do you plan after 68 aside from what, you know what, on Discord? 68. I haven't really thought about what I'm doing afterward. I might go back and fix some old custom figures. After 68, I might just go back and fix some stuff, repaint some other figures I need to finish doing stuff on. How long did it take to make Anguirus? My Bandai Anguirus? Like a week? Would you ever make a Cloverfield custom? I'm not super into the Cloverfield monster. The design's cool, but I never got into the films. If you get a random cheap spider, what would you do with it? I don't know. Just keep it as a pet. I need to adjust this tree and adjust these. Where is the focus line? Where's my camera focus? Is it focused at the wall? Move these guys back. How many 64 Godzillas have you bought in total? Like just the design? Well, I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've owned 7 in total. I only have 5 currently. I might get another one for something else as well. Uh, will you make Godzilla 2000 custom when NECA 2003 comes out? Probably not, because I have a feeling NECA's gonna make a 2000 on their own, and it might be too much work to convert the designs. Maybe Custom Legion to go with SHMA 1996 Gamera. There are no real Legions that are in scale, really. The Bandai figure's too small to be with the Monster Arts. Unless I got like an X Plus or something, but... Will we be making Monster vs. Titans from Godzilla vs. Kong? Probably not. And I'm back. Have you tried to make a Godzilla 1998 custom? I've thought about it before. I might do it one day. I just want to say, I always love your custom work. Awesome job. Please keep doing it. Thank you. I'm gonna butcher your name. Min Dung Do. Min Dung Do, I think. Cheese. Sup? What is your least favorite custom? Ones I've done. Either one of my older Bandai customs, which is why most of those videos are marked old or are not in my... I don't do them anymore too often. Or from recent stuff. Least favorite. I think out of the most recent stuff I've done, I think 67's head didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Okay, what are you guys saying? How are you doing? I'm doing good. Have you ever made a figure from scratch? I have my Mothra 64 that I have yet to complete. Make a Maga Zeton. I plan to eventually when I get the figure at Zeton. Are you planning on getting the Playmates Kong? I might. Yeah, I might. Either that or sculpt my own so I can have a fully articulated one. Kunshai Hoarder, hello. What are your thoughts on SHMA Godzilla 2019? It's fine. I think the sculpt, I don't like the... You can tell it's hand sculpted, so you can tell the detail wise. I don't like the aesthetic, but it's a fine figure enough. You're my favorite, thank you. Gojira, 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 the Mecha Gojira. My outro song. It's beautiful. Will you make a custom Hedorah figure? I've thought about it actually. Sculpting over like another figure to make a Hedorah. NECA's going to make a Hideous and I'm kind of upset. Well, they have 2 more figures planned after 69, not 69, 89 and 03, which are going to come out afterward, which are probably going to be revealed in June, July, when Comic-Con was going to happen. So it should be fine. Sup, what are your thoughts on NECA not having license to GVK? It's kind of a bummer, but then again, like, they're going to be on hiatus, but it also gives them time to work on more classic figures. Because, like, I want them to make more Millennium Godzillas. Will SHMA or NECA make Anguirus? I don't know if they see it profitable enough. When you finish your Ghidorah, that Ghidorah figure is long gone. I never finished that thing. It's never going to be finished. Have you done a custom figure outside of the Godzilla franchise? No, not yet. You should try to make your own Kong from the Marvel Legends Beast figure. I might do an entirely from scratch build for Kong, so I can get the proportions exactly right, so I don't have to try to work around another figure. What do you think NECA's next 2 figures after 89 and 03? So tallying out what they've done, they basically already cleared Heisei, because there's 94 covers all the other suits was after 89. So 89, 84, and 94 cover, and Burning Godzilla repaint cover the Heisei era. Heisei era is done in terms of Godzilla. The Millennium era, all they have is 2000 and 2004. So those 2 are up in the running. And then they have the entire Showa era to do. Because they've only done they've only done 3 suits, 54, 62, and 64. I don't see them doing 55. I think we're going to get either a 68 if they do Showa, or a 70 suit. 73, 74, 75, maybe. They could also hit us with a curveball and do a non-Godzilla figure. But I'm just speaking of just Godzilla, it's probably going to be a Millennium or Showa design. I think you should make a custom Mudo. I thought about it before, just like a fully hand sculpted one. Probably won't be articulated, but it would be just custom sculpt. Would you make another articulated King Ghidorah? Uh, I might make one. The thing is, for King Ghidorah, it's like making one from scratch is a big project because what the NECA 2019 is like, what, this tall? It's around this tall because this figure's super huge. It's bigger than this guy. This guy's already huge. So King Ghidorah would be like this big, like all the way up here. It would probably be too much for my abilities. How do you make the neck? Neck again. Hope it's Mothra and Rodan from Toho Mothra Rodan. That could be nice. Next, should make a 2004 Goji. Yes, they should. Think they'll make Showa Mothra or Rodan. I can see them doing Showa Rodan because that isn't too much bigger than Godzilla. Showa Mothra, okay. Here's my. I'm gonna bring out my Mothra sculpt. It's not done, and one of the wings kind of fell off. I need to reattach it. But this is how big Showa Mothra is compared to Godzilla. NECA isn't gonna do this. This is in scale with this sculpt. NECA's not gonna make one of these. It's kind of half painted because it's testing out paints, but NECA won't make one of these. This is massive. 64 Mothra is probably too large for them to do realistically. But I think a different Mothra, maybe a 2003 Mothra would be plausible. I need to scroll up again. Thankfully, I didn't have the King Noir Mothra. Zilla Toy, hey me. How many 64 NECA figures that you customized? I've customized. Currently have. I've customized. I customized 6 in total, out of the 7 I've owned. I'm working on the 7th one now, but I haven't really started yet. How was your day? My day's been fine. NECA should make more Rodan, like Classy Rodan or Fire Rodan. Yeah, Fire Rodan would be the same size as 2019, maybe smaller, or body would be bigger, wings smaller. They could do it. I'm not sure why they wouldn't. Maybe you can finish or try making a Jet Jaguar custom. Maybe one day. Jet Jaguar's kind of a weird design due to the rings on his arms and legs. You watch and like Metal Kaiju? I do not watch Metal Kaiju. Every time I see Godzilla figures, they're disproportionate high representation of Heisei. What's your opinion on that? Heisei is the most popular design in Japan. Like right, and Shin is like right there with it. And SHMA is pretty much all Heisei figures. It's kind of overbearing now because it's all you see. Because Japan loves the Heisei era. But I think now we're starting to see a resurgence of other eras becoming in the spotlight, especially from like NECA, where they're only doing like the basic designs, and then they're covering everything else. I also heard talk of Mechagodzilla after the hiatus. Randy wants to do Mechagodzilla. They have the rights to Mechagodzilla. I'm not sure why they haven't jumped on it yet. Could you do a classic Rodan? I've thought about it. I thought about sculpting my own Rodan. However, to make it in scale with these guys, because the 64s are my Showa Godzilla scale because I'm doing all the suits. It's going to have to be pretty big. Pretty big. It's going to be very wide. Do you collect other kaiju figures such as Ghost Kaiju from Ultraman? I've just barely gotten into Ultraman, so the only thing I have is the Figuarts Ultraman Orb Origin. Can you bring out Orb? Orb's in his box right now. I could bring him out, but like I have him in the box for storage reasons. Heard you. Hope it's 2000 Anagoji. Will you make a custom Titanosaurus figure? I thought about it. Using a NECA 64 as the base. I'll need to stand down everything, all the sculpt marks, and then individually add every dot. And then resculpt things like the hands and stuff. But I've thought about it. I've thought about a lot of Showa Kaiju to do with resculpting. I don't know how you have the bravery to paint over such expensive figures. I have experience, so I'm a little more confident that I won't fuck it up. But if I do, that's a risk you gotta take. Ken shows us. Do you think NECA will make a King Ghidorah figure for the supposed next two figures? Uh, I could see them doing GMK. That's basically it. Uh, if they pull off a Show Ghidorah correctly, they could make one better than the bootleg, with proportional wise. But I don't think they will. Could you do a Final Wars NECA Gigan with Switchable Blades hand? That would be awesome. NECA could show... The 24-inch Legendary Godzilla is sort of like its own thing, though. It's not connected to the 6-inch line. Show 75. I could bring 75. What's this stream about? It's just me talking. Talking to you guys, just chatting. I'm bored. What was your first custom Godzilla figure? My logo kaiju. That was the first one I did. Show what? What do you guys want me to show? Maybe you work on a custom Bagan figure, maybe modify NECA Kiryu Goji as a base? I'm not sure. I don't know what's what the show comments. Can you make a custom Baragon? Custom Manila? I've thought about doing Manila. I've had plans. I just need to get on them. Baragon, I'm not sure. Are you going to GFest 2021? I plan to. I gotta save up for it and plan everything out beforehand. MP Films, what? Yeah, what do you want me to show? If not, if you keep spamming, I'm gonna put you in timeout. What exactly do you want me to show? He knows. I don't know though. You never specified what you wanted me to show unless I missed it and I'm not scrolling all the way back up. 75? Oh, okay. I'll bring him out. Hold on. Zappo Doodle Dude, thanks for the $2.99 super chat. Ken Show. Oh my goodness. You guys want to see 75? Can we get a tutorial for your NECA Rodan custom? NECA Rodan is a tricky process. I would need to make a better method. Do you plan on mass producing Godzilla Atomic Breath pieces? No, not really. That things out from the C75 figure. Okay, I can bring out 75. 75 isn't that good. Isn't that good compared to... You think I could do Titanosaurus? I doubt it. I think compared to a figure... I have to upload the video. I did a 73. I don't have it with me anymore. That figure was like miles better than my 75. It looked way better. But I don't have it anymore, so it's kind of a bummer. I could have streamed before I send it out. I'll bring out 75. Hold on. Wait, did you ever make back beams for Shin? I did when I had my original Shin Atomic Breath custom. GMK Ridge is not good. How popped in my cereal? Who pooped on my cereal? Just show already things Apple Doodle do for $1.99. Why don't you have it anymore? Goji Wars hit it on the head. I'll bring out 75. Hold on. $75 has some paint chips because I was handling him a little bit too rough earlier. But here's 75 for you. Here's 75 for all those who wanted to see him. Like I said, I don't really think he's the best anymore. He blows him out of the water. My 73 blew him out of the water. I need to upload that video soon. Can you show a tutorial adding ball joints to your NECA Rodan figure? Maybe? I need to, like I said, I need to work out a better method to do it to show it correctly. Uh, oh yeah, the you can see the 73 and the 6,000 video, 6,000 subscribers, the one with the music make you lose control. You can tell the difference between that and this. It'd be very interesting if you create a NECA Bagan custom. I could see you modifying a NECA Kirikoji mold for it since they both have similar bulk. Do you think you can do it? Maybe. Bagan is a more bulky kaiju. I would have to really add a lot of sculpt. I would probably end up doing it out of a Bandai figure though, just for a better, because it probably lose articulation anyways. I would have to have the figure in hand though, the 2003, before I could say anything for sure. Who's your favorite Godzilla monster other than Godzilla or Gamera? Mothra. Uh, Geez, that makes you stare at amazing people. 1975 Big Sip. Do you have a custom Gamera? I have my custom Revoltech Gamera 1999. If he's a small boy though, he's not gonna. If I put him here, he's gonna be like this big because he's super short. You should make a custom Jet Jaguar. I tried to a while ago and didn't turn out good. Do you like the Godzilla 1962 NECA? Yes, I do. Which Godzilla suit design is your favorite? I have a soft spot for the 1992 Heisei Godzilla. Bring on. You ever see NECA doing 2.0? You ever see NECA doing 2.0's entirely new sculpts of Godzillas they did in the past, or like a better 95? Possibly, they could, but I don't see it happening because they just reissued Burning Godzilla, and they are still reissuing the 95 sculpts or the 94 sculpts. So if those ever went like, because the only, you could tell 84 was getting a reissue because it went out of production for years and only had one production run, and they never reissued it ever again. The 94 keeps getting reissues. It sells a lot for casual collectors. Whatever happened to that? Remember that you had a vinyl custom Gamera? What happened? I still have it, but I'm not proud of it, so I don't want to show it off. 68, right? What do you mean for the next one I'm doing? I have not finished 68 yet. I have not even started. Serious question, which Godzilla has the thickest thighs? Uh, thickest thighs. Thickest thighs. Shin. Maybe. Probably. Heisei Godzilla. Who knows? Okay, so I don't see him doing a fully resculpted 94. They got the reissue of Godzilla 1994 and the head broke off. That's also, yeah, they reissue it, but there's one issue, like the 94 sculpt has major issues, and it's not like QC, it's just the problem with the mold itself. Or when SHMA kept pushing out reprints and issues like how Disney pushed out live action remakes. Yep, SHMA had a really long going with just repaints. Could you make a custom Godzilla Heritage figure, please? No, I'm not really interested in the Heritage design. They're making 1989, so hopefully they could release some updates in form of new designs. I only really... Okay, with NECA, though, they kind of generalized their designs. I could only see them redoing the Heisei Godzilla sculpt if they do something like 1992 or 93. But all in all, they could do it, but I don't see them doing it because it wouldn't be profitable. But they could do it. Do you like Godzilla Jr. from the cartoon? Yes, I do. Show your full Badiga and we will donate $10. No? Sonic the Kaiju. Do you know if NECA has the rights to other monsters besides Mothra and Rodan? NECA has the rights to King Ghidorah as well. They've confirmed this multiple times. They have his rights. They just didn't want to do a Monsterverse figure. They have the rights to Mechagodzilla as well. They got the rights to Mechagodzilla when they got the rights to the other three. But they haven't done anything with Mechagodzilla outside of the Kid Robot subline. They haven't made an action figure yet, which is why Randy specifically says he wants to do Mechagodzilla. It seems like there's something with Toho preventing them from doing an action figure at this time. What do you think the next two NECA figures will be? Something Millennium related, either 2004 or 2000. And maybe, probably 2004, and maybe another Showa Godzilla. Or another kaiju in general. You should do comparison between your 1989 and NECA's. I don't have my 1989 anymore. Will you remake Godzilla vs. Biollante NECA figure into Burning Godzilla? Or not? So, hello? No, because I like suit accuracy, and the 89 suit is an entirely different design from the 95 suit. Can you make Godzilla Earth by using 2014 and 2019? Those designs are entirely different designs. It's almost impossible to make an Earth out of the legendary Godzilla. Hopefully NECA makes Ghidorah. Hopefully they do one day. You should do Ready Player One with Godzilla since there's no figures of that design yet. I'm not super good with mechs at all. Maybe when I get better at sculpting mechanical parts. Maybe you can accomplish a custom Orga figure using the Bandai mold. Maybe, but I don't do Bandai customs too often, if at all, anymore. I've kind of retired those. I focus on NECA figures. NECA customs. I've been improving, trying to improve. Could you bring out your custom Mechagodzilla like the black one? The black one's in a box, kind of disassembled right now. NECA has no rights to do GVK figures, so I don't think they're saving him for that. They will not be doing a GVK line, so the Mechagodzilla is going to be for a Toho version. Floor Gang or Ceiling Gang. I'm part of the Floor Gang. I like your custom figures. Thank you. Zappadoodle-doo, thanks for the $1.99. Can you just show already? What do you mean just show? If you mean show me, I'm not going to show me on the camera. No one needs to see that. Let's move you to the corner. I'm putting him off to the side for now. Move you back, just so you guys can still see him. He's going to be right there. What are you guys saying? Do you think NECA might do GVK stuff after the film comes out and the Playmat stuff is off shelves? Maybe, but it wouldn't be profitable. They might do it down the line as like a legacy legendary line, but I don't see them doing it, unfortunately. What do you think is the ugliest Godzilla? The 67 design is pretty hard to look at, but I don't... Specifically, not the suit that is used when he first picks up Manila. The suit that's used when he's at the Red Lake. There are two 67 suits, and one looks way worse than the other. Make a Puppet, 1954. I meant NECA, oof. Oh. Face reveal. If you want to see my face, go look at my G-Fest 2019 video. It's in there. Do you still have some of your Articulated Bandai vinyls on display? The ones I have on display are King Caesar's only on display because I have no more room in the box. Megalon's on display because Megalon's the only one I think is actually good, along with Anguirus. Kiryu's on display because I've been working on fixing him up slowly and making him presentable for when 2003 comes out. And then that's basically the only ones I have on display. All the other ones are in a box. Disassembled for space reasons and put in a box. I will probably fix them up one day, but I'm not sure. What did you use for joints on the old Bandai Customs? I used Bionicle Hero Factory joints, but then I was going to switch to general just Lego ball joints, the small ones, but I never did because I just stopped doing Bandai Customs. And by Bandai Customs, I mean articulated Bandai Customs, not Bandai repaints. Because I will probably do Bandai repaints still. What do you think if you Tomahawk swing the NECA 2019 on skull, it would burst open like a melon? Maybe the original releases of Atomic and the original 2019, but not the reissues. What is your favorite Godzilla? Shin or 54? Uh, I've been getting into your stuff, learning the Reticulated Megalon. Thank you. Maybe NECA released Curio. They are making 2003 after all. Maybe. Didn't NECA have the rights to do old 2005 Kong stuff? I'm not sure. Is a 1998 NECA figure possible? It's possible, but I don't see them doing it out of the amount of backlash they would get just for doing the design, calling it Godzilla, even though it's trademark Godzilla. But people think it's Zilla because of 2003 incarnation, but that's a totally separate character. Yeah, so the only good company that's making GVK figures is SHMA then? Yeah. Zappadoodle-doo, thanks for the 199. 150 Indian rupees for elbow reveal. Uh, maybe. Can you make a NECA Final Wars Godzilla? And you do think they'll make a NECA Final Wars Godzilla? I'm not gonna do after 68. I'm not doing any more NECA Godzilla incarnations because after that, literally the only thing I can do is 2000 with the 2003 and Final Wars, and literally NECA's done everything else. Heisei's covered. NECA's done 2 out of the 4. Yeah, 2 out of the 4 Millennium designs. NECA's done 3 out of the, what are they? 8 Showa designs. They're gonna catch up fast. I have to work on 68 relatively quickly, relatively soon, because if not, NECA's gonna reveal Showa Godzilla, and my stuff's just gonna be canned. Like, my stuff's not gonna stand a chance. I've come back from freezing the Playmate Shin Godzilla. Yes, kill him. Kill them all. You gonna buy the Movie Monster Series Heavy Arms Kiryu for the backpack to make it detachable for the normal Kiryu? Maybe. Maybe not. I might sculpt my own entirely. Zapdudu is God of once man. I hope someone does an articulated Megalon, like an official one. Yeah. By the way, where did you get the YMSF Megalon? Specifically the closed mouth version. I've been looking at one since they're pretty rare now. I got mine off of eBay. Mine was custom painted from a different person beforehand, which is why mine is the Glow Megalon, but it's custom painted and I could not strip the paint off without ruining the vinyl. And I was gonna just remove the paint and have a Glow Megalon, but it was too far gone. So I just decided to articulate it and repaint it to make it look normal. And I articulate it in a way so that you can't tell it's articulated, which is the only reason why I actually like that figure. Do you think I could do Destroya? Maybe if they think it's probable. I love your blue GMK's mouth. Thank you. I think it turned out pretty good. Nah, I don't think they will. If you had to choose between your second favorite to destroy one, which would it be? I'm not sure what you mean. You're interested in the new SHMA reissues 2002 and 1954, that is? No, because I already have my NECA 54 that is customized, and I'm really happy with that one. And I'm getting NECA 2003, and I might make a 2002 with it by just cutting out the scar and just resculpting the chest. I just saw images and you don't want to be there. No, I was really excited to be at G-Fest. That's just how I look. NECA should do Mega Gears. They might not see it as profitable. Here's the thing, or Kamunga, or Kamekus. NECA won't do a monster if they don't see it as profitable, which is why they didn't do Ghidorah. You still don't have 1964B? I might do that. I could wait on that one, realistically. I don't need to do it quickly. It would literally be my 64 custom with a slightly different head. NECA hasn't made an anime Godzilla. I don't think they legally can. This isn't funny Fortnite anymore. Thanks Zappadoodle-doo for the $1.99. You're giving me too much money. I'm gonna be rolling in $10. I would love a Baragon from NECA, the 2001 one. If they got the rights to Baragon, they could easily do a GMK Baragon, because GMK Baragon would be like 4 inches tall. What's your favorite custom NECA Godzilla? My favorite one that I've done is 65 that I own. The favorite one I've done in general is my 73 that I don't have anymore. Maybe you can make your own custom Godzillas that weren't based on actual suits. I have an idea of doing a design that isn't based on a suit, but that's like only one. And I don't want to do like too many fan designs anymore. It would make sense to make the Millennium suit since they made 2001. Well, they're also making 2003, so we're getting more Millennium Godzillas. Imagine a NECA Godzilla Earth. It would just be basically the SHMA with slightly less joints. Or the same amount of joints. SHMA only has one neck joint. It won't have a bicep swivel. It will only have single hinge knees. It'd basically be the same thing as the monster, just slightly less joints, yeah. I would kill for a NECA Destroyer. Yeah, an affordable Destroyer that's a decent size would be nice. Do you think you could do a custom Kamacuras or Kamunga? Maybe? I'm not sure. I had to think about it. I gotta ration my clay evenly. You know about the official King Godzilla? Yeah, which is why my logo kaiju has no real name now. I don't have a name for it anymore. It's just Godzilla 154 for my logo, Godzilla design. We did NECA Behemoth? Yeah. We just got here, but we're really FBI. Oof, dang. Get it go. Do you think they will make a NECA 1968? I think they'll get to all the show designs eventually. I wonder if NECA will make a Kong for GVK. They legally can't. Playmates will not allow them to make anything for GVK. Bandai and Playmates 54. Do you think NECA... Playmates has licensed the rights to use their molds from Bandai and NECA. So they probably won't sue because, I don't know, because Playmates has given them money to use it, and the quality of their products doesn't necessarily matter as long as the other companies are getting paid. Mr. Cool, 9001 is cool. Zapadoodle, thanks for the 199 super chat. Would you ever make a custom for somebody by request if they paid you? I have been thinking about. I was planning to do commissions. I was planning on opening up commissions in April. But unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, I cannot open up commissions at this time. So maybe in a couple months when things get sorted out. Which Mechagodzilla do you think is likely for NECA, Showa Mechagodzilla, or Kiryu? It would make sense to make the Millennium suits. I already read that. You should try to articulate both the Showa and Heisa Mogura Bandai figures. The thing I could really do for the most part to Revoltex I already have. We need a NECA Earth that's 24 inches. I mean, I'd rather take a different design before they do Earth. I like the Earth design, but like I want some other designs first. Do you think SHMA is going to step up their game since NECA won't be doing a line? Nope. SHMA is probably going to drop the quality because there's no competition. Why? That's how competition works. If there's no competition, you're the only option. Why keep your quality up? Why do you think SHMA went so far down when NECA wasn't a thing? Competition usually adds in better quality products. If there's no competition, the company has no incentive to keep things at a good quality. NECA should make something like a King of Monsters 6 repack, buildings, Mothra larva, and Ghidorah head that fits in Godzilla's mouth. It'd be nice. Not sure how many people would buy it though. How do you feel articulating a Tyrannosaurus figure? I probably wouldn't do it due to that figure being super expensive. Was for Godzilla suit 1982. Hope they should do that to 2004. I hope they just show something new, interesting in general. Do you think NECA could somehow go into making the original Legendary Monsters figures? Or they can't because of licensing for making figures? I don't think they're going to do any of the original monsters from the Legendary films because they're not profitable enough. Realistically, outside of like a few select fans, who's going to buy them? The general market isn't. NECA does not cater to fans specifically, they cater to general markets. Why do you think we are getting 89 so far after the 94? Because they're similar designs. They're too similar to release right after another. We're going to get designs that are completely separate from what they're showing off right now. Can you just show already? I do not know what you want me to show. I thought NECA was a thing back in 2018 and probably would have probably been Playmates since they knew. Playmates is a very massive company. Playmates is one of the biggest companies in the world. Playmates owns Ninja Turtles, which is why NECA's had so many problems releasing them in the past. Playmates basically is forced to listen to what NECA's basically forced to listen to what Playmates says because they could take away more than just the Godzilla license from them. They could take away Ninja Turtles, which is NECA's biggest line. How long does it take you to customize a figure? Up to 3 days to a week or two. NECA's been doing pretty good ever since their 64. NECA's been doing pretty good ever since 62. The original release of 2019 was really not good. Everything else after has been great. The reissue of 2019, normal one, has been fantastic. Paul Clay, that's not what he's asking at all. You need to be specific on what you want me to show because I do not know what you need me to show. I don't do Bandai Godzilla customs anymore. I won't do them anymore because I don't think I'm good at them. There's other people doing them on things like Twitter that are much better than what I could do. You plan on getting the monsters for Rodan and Monster 19. Put some extra joints and paint on the fire. Rodan's wings. Sculpt some more detail and paint Mothra. Nice. Say E if you saw this. Do you think NECA can make a Kong from Skull Island? If they get the rights. NECA should make a set of buildings like how they made eggs for Alien. They've brought up doing building sets in the past, but there needs to be fan demand. I want to see those hotel bows. What? Do a video on how to attach ball joints. I do not do a good job at doing that, so I probably won't. I don't want to have people ruining their figures for something I did. That was a great job on the Atomic 1964 figure, so on Steven's channel. You did a great job. Keep your good work. Thank you, Magnus Gabriel. Shouldn't Playmates be in competition then too for SH Monsters? Bandai Playmates is that big as a company. The thing is, Playmates is an American company. Bandai doesn't care about an American company. They're a Japanese brand. They're not going to care. Elbow, show them. Do you think SHMA's execs are just unaware of NECA doing so much better figures that for a third of a cost? No, they're not unaware. Why do you think NECA couldn't do... Okay, here's going into probably conspiracy territory, but SHMA probably is the reason NECA couldn't do Ghidorah. They probably stopped them from doing Ghidorah because they didn't want their Ghidorah to fail. SHMA probably intentionally got exclusivity rights for Ghidorah to Monsterverse to do an articulated figure of it for the time frame that King of Monsters was out, which is probably the main reason NECA couldn't do their Ghidorah that they talked about doing before and they wanted to do. Tamashii knows NECA exists. Tamashii knows the Japanese market is starting to get into these figures, and they're not gonna slip up. Why do you think they released 54 in 02? Not only are those figures they could release at the time of this pandemic, they're also figures NECA has been... 54 is one of NECA's better figures, and they're just releasing in 2003 soon. If you had the choice, would you rather design a Godzilla suit and only be credited for that, or direct a Godzilla movie with no design involvement? Probably a suit, because a suit can be brought up into different territories. The film will be only talked about in the film sense. If the film isn't good, then I'm going to be remembered as someone who directed a bad film. If I can design a good design, then that will be remembered no matter what. Show Elbow? You want to see Elbow? What the hell is wrong with you guys? Do you spend a lot of money in materials to make your customs? Kind of. Epoxy sculpt is fairly expensive. The paints I'm using, Tamiya paints, are fairly expensive. The figures themselves are fairly pricey when I buy them a lot. Elbow? Here you go. Here's an elbow. Let's see if this shows one camera. If I get it in frame. There's an elbow. That's for you. There. That's all you're getting. What do you think about Kong's new design? He literally just has a beard and that's it. There's your elbow. Elbowy. Y'all are weird. Okay, I'm gonna mute my microphone for a little bit because I need to grab my charger. Yeah, can you stop asking me to show body parts? That's kind of weird. Oh no, headphones. Headphones unplugged. Headphones plugged back in. Everything should be fine now. Let's see if this... Here we are. Your customs are incredible. Greetings from Argentina. Thank you, El Monster Gabo. I can see the stream is very eventful. Yes. A voice again. I know you probably don't care, but I have to go. You just totally keep up the good work. Have fun with your projects. Thanks for amazing content. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Eli Mocariono? Thank you. Besides pictures, can you make a tutorial how to make custom NECA figure when I have put ball joints in the figures? I mean, in NECA figures, I've only done it for 54 and Rodan kind of, but like that's very basic, just making a socket out of epoxy sculpt, and then if it needs to be tighter, use hot glue or something to hold it in. But I don't do it too often. And it's kind of hard to film because every figure I do is a different experience. Do you like MonsterVerse or do you want a new Toho universe? I'm fine with either or. Your sculpts are on par with Yuji Sakai. If you worked at Etsy, you think the stock would go higher and become more successful? Imagine all the perfect Godzilla figures and monsters you could create with them. I don't think I'm that good. I think I'm like NECA sculptor level. Like I can sculpt as good as some of the NECA sculptors, and that's as far as I'd go. Any plans on changing your diorama setup or making an additional ones, maybe a cityscape? I might do it in the future, but not right now. I don't have a lot of room currently, and I probably won't have a lot of room in the future, so I need to use space accordingly, like use space sparsely, use space correctly. Are you still doing King Ghidorah 2019? No. GMK is that one mad uncle that for no reason shows up at the family gatherings. Wasted to reunion the party to get ruined back? I mean, hopefully SHMA's figures are good. They should be. But never think it's always something's always going to be great from the beginning. Always have skepticism. And hopefully they're good, but we don't know. What do you think NECA's 2 and Vigo's figures are? Probably 2004 and maybe a different kaiju in general. That's what I'm going to go with. 2004 and something else, not Godzilla. Have you ever updated the sculpt on NECA 2001? Yes, I did. That was one of my first NECA figure remodels. Have you sculpted the Godzilla 1955 yet? Yes, I have. He said 2004, 2004. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna. They're probably not gonna do 2000 due to it being super similar to 2003. 2004, however, I think they're gonna do that because it's a very popular and unique design, and maybe a different Godzilla kaiju in general. How did you learn how to sculpt, and how long did it take you to do it? I learned how to. I learned how to sculpt just from practice and error. No one taught me. I just sort of looked at reference figures and pictures and slowly worked out my technique over time. How long it took me to do it? I've been doing customs for around 3-4 years. I've been sculpting for like 1.5 to 2 years. It's just been practice, practice, practice. What was your favorite SHMA figure? Gamera 1996. My grandma. Yeah. What will you do with your old Biogoji custom if the new Biogoji comes out? My old Biogoji does not exist anymore. It became part of my 54 custom, and the rest of the body's in a bin. Not in a trash bin, like in a box. Because there were another Mothra, which is like a big first, probably Mothra, because almost all the Mothra incarnations besides the Showa one are small. Yo, hello Hayden Bell. Did you do an Eka Godzilla 2014 atomic figure? Because I did. I have not done a 2014 atomic figure due to the spines on that figure being not detailed enough to do what I would want. Someone told me the 2004 looks like a hasty suit with Malayan proportions. Do you agree with this? Not really. The designs, like, they have different aesthetic details. 2004 is its own thing. DBZ or Boku no Hero Academia. I don't watch DBZ because I've not seen My Hero Academia. Sup? Hello. Soup. What figure would you like NECA to... Let's go past. NECA to make, like, what suit or what kaiju? Finish the Millennium Era. Do 2004 and 2000. If not, do some on Mothra. Or GMK Ghidorah. Something like that. That's awesome. I just got the stream. Well, I gotta go something. Let's hope you're still streaming when I can get back. I might not stream for too much longer, but maybe. NECA's 289 tail is in a certain pose, so I think posing it could look awkward. Maybe, but if it's handled well, it might not. I bet a reissue of NECA Godzilla 2014 will fix the spine problem. Probably not. They've only fixed the 85 reissue, and that's pretty much it. You watch MV Perry? I do not know who that is. Yeah, I would like Godzilla 1999 and Heisei Mothra. Go do something, boo. Shrek versus Godzilla 2014. Who would win? Shrek wins. Shrek wins all the way. Your favorite food? I like pizza. Hold on, let me get a water bottle. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Talking for too long makes my voice parched. How long would it take to make a custom? Probably, for me, repaints can take 1 to 2 days, depending on how extensive they are, and if I don't get lazy. A NECA custom takes 3 days to a week. Maybe longer, depending on, once again, how much motivation I have. Uh, does music make you lose control? Maybe. Have you noticed that NECA has not released a new NECA box of 2014? Well, I think it could not be releasing any images on it. Because they're spacing out reissues. They're not reissuing everything all at once. They're spacing it out to get people buying them, make people know that they're coming out. You mind if NECA made an Organ Gigan figure, since it'd be so cool, or even Megalon and Fine Wars Gigan as remolded figures? Maybe. If them making more kaiju is always fine with me. What custom of yours generally looks like garbage to you and everyone else? My legendary Burning Godzilla isn't the most popular one. I don't think it looks like garbage. It's just not aesthetically appealing due to it being based directly off the CGI model and not like just the red Godzilla like all the other customs are. Because the yellows, I need to redo the spines, and I've not posted this figure on my YouTube channel because I still need to work on it, so it's not really done. Is it possible NECA will make a 2019 Ghidorah? Probably not. Water. Let me bring someone down from the shelf. Fortnite or Minecraft? Minecraft all the way. Let me bring someone down from the shelf. What are you guys saying? That'll be great if we get more kaijus as the main 3. This gives everyone a chance to get all the kaijus, so profit for NECA to do so. You should make an updated one, Godzilla 154, your character. I might do that one day, maybe soon. Replace all the hot glue stuff I did with actual clay sculpting, make it detailed. Do you think NECA could do an original redesign of an existing kaiju like Treadmasters often did in the 90s? No, I don't think I don't think they're allowed to per Toho's contract. If they could, they probably would have already. What's your favorite Godzilla movie and why? You can't choose any 54 movie because we all love that film or like it. Shin. Well, Shin, but 1992 Godzilla vs. Mothra is my favorite personally. Shin is probably one of the objectively best Godzilla films though, but I have a real soft spot for Godzilla vs. Mothra 1992 due to nostalgia. Wow, viewers are dropping like flies. What should I show on camera? Let me grab something on my shelf. Oh yeah, I grabbed the boy. I grabbed the boy that was my most recent video. And Heisei boy, well, you're gonna be glad because it's the Heisei boy, the one who started it all. 1984. And I just realized my camera is a little bit too high to show them in frame because these guys are super tall. Let me adjust. Readjust. Oh no, the trees. Make sure my tripod doesn't fall. That would be very bad. I am a head out. Okay, bye, Multizillosaurus Rex. You prefer Godzilla King of the Monsters, and that's fine. Here's 84. What kaiju do you think I could reveal by 2004? I love the 84 film. I'm looking for Maneka 1984/85. What kaiju? Like in a separate kaiju in general? I can see them doing GMK Ghidorah because that figure would literally be like this tall. Because GMK Ghidorah is really small. Any Mothra besides Showa one, because pretty much every Mothra is really small, comparatively speaking. Like, even the monsters, Heisei Mothra is a little bit too big than it should be. Heisei Mothra is relatively small. Her body's only half the size of Godzilla's, and the wings could be folded in behind the back of the box. Do you mind how Rodan was using King of Monsters, or do you not like how Rodan was treated, as Legendary should attempt to make better writing to Rodan? I think Rodan was fine. Not the best characterization, make him his own personality, but it was fine. 84 Goji looking very nice, thank you. Any opinions on how Godzilla used real martial arts back in the 70s? It added like a whole little more like visually experience. Just like him knowing how to fight is in a different manner than he typically did by just punching guys. It was a lot more fun to watch. And I'm fine with it because it's the 70s. Have you made a NECA fake Godzilla? I might do that in the future, but I'm not sure if I'll do that soon. Which kaiju should NECA get the rights to if Toho allows? How to be something in multiple incarnations? Maybe... probably... I don't know, actually, because they have the rights to basically everyone they need. They have Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla. Those are the big five. Those are the ones with the most incarnations. Maybe Anguirus, but he only has two possible figures, or four possible figures, technically speaking. Let's be honest, once Neck is in with their height, it's 100% make a GMK Ghidorah. Who knows? God. Rodan was too weak for my liking in King of Monsters. I think he was fine enough. We just never got to see him fight Godzilla. I love Shin, but I'd really like to see a continuation of Final Wars. Do you agree? I think Final Wars ended on a good note. It's a standalone film anyways. Hold on, wait. Am I back? Am I back? I'm back. Okay. Hang on, guys. I'll be back. I need to do something real quick. I'll be right back. He's here. Bum, bum, bum. I am back. Hang on. I died, but I have returned. What's going on? How many people left? I think everybody left, didn't they? Where was I? Where was I? Nerds Together Strong. Okay, what happened? Bye. Bye, peoples. If you're leaving. Favorite Mechagodzilla incarnation, my show. My brother prefers Kiryu. Show Mechagodzilla's the best one. Okay. Could you stop motion like GMK vs. Godzilla 1995? I don't like pitting Godzillas against each other. I wish Rodan was given more screen time, or at least shown that he's a bit more powerful on screen during the movie, because it seemed like after all that talk about Rodan, he was being great, he seemed weak. If we got to see more of his fight against Mothra, and if he got to fight someone else besides Ghidorah, he probably would have seemed stronger, because Ghidorah's not really the best example for strength, because Ghidorah is super powerful. Water. Okay, there we go. Refilled. Do you think that they could make a neck of frozen Shin that would be cool to see human things on the end of Shin's tail? Probably not. I think NECA's done with Shin Godzilla now. You want the Heisei series to continue? I think it ended off on a pretty decent note. Can you do Godzilla vs. GMK Godzilla vs. Gamera, please? I already did a GMK Godzilla vs. Gamera a while ago. I think half a year ago. I did one. It's on my channel. It's the SHMA versus the Revoltech Gamera 1995. It was more like a NECA 2019 Ghidorah or 2019 Larva. Ghidorah, because there's no other way they can release the Larva unless it's in an accessory pack. Ghidorah is supposed to be super powerful, but Rodan was supposed to be super powerful too. It really feels like you can write Rodan out of King Monsters very easily since he doesn't get too much. You kind of can. They should have gave Rodan more to do. I agree on that. He should have had more to do besides fighting Mothra and Ghidorah. See you on Discord. Okay, see ya. Can you do a 2019 Rodan versus Mothra? Let's see those two in action. It's kind of hard for me to film those two because I don't really have stands that allow me to. The NECA stands don't work well for stop motion. How about Godzilla vs. Gamera vs. King Kong? My set's not even big enough. My set's hardly big enough for 2 kaiju. I don't think I'll be able to fit 3. What material do you use to make your customization? I'm planning to start customizing my NECA figures. I use Epoxy Sculpt. It's a 2-part clay you can get on Amazon. How the clay works is you mix equal parts of part A and part B. You mix those up till they're equally mixed in equal parts amounts. Then you start using it as a clay. You have 3 hours working time. After the 3 hours, it completely hardens, and it's basically like you basically can't do anything with it anymore because it's hardened completely, and it's basically permanent. Sanding it off is kind of a hassle. You watch my vids every day. You love them. Thanks. Seems like the viewers are dropping fairly quickly. And I've been live for 71 minutes, probably 65 minutes in actuality, because I was gone for like a couple minutes, but which Mothra are you thinking that we'll do next? One of the smaller ones, either 2003 or 2001, because those are the smaller Mothra incarnations. I drank all the water. I'm going to die now. Become dehydrated. You have the Shin Godzilla Playmates and King Kong Playmates. Okay. Let's put this guy in a different pose. Wow. Part of his tail disassembled because the SHMA figure wasn't really as articulated. How do you feel about NECA not doing GVK? Kind of bummed out, but also kind of not, because it would have just been Godzilla. It basically would have only been them doing Kong, because the Godzilla is basically the same design. So, and I can make my own Kong if I need to. So, I'm bummed out, but I'm not super bummed out. But it's still a bummer for people who don't know how to customize and make their own action figures. What is this white stuff? I'll have to clean that off later. Which Godzilla do you think Nick will make next? 2004. Rodan, just a punching bag for other monsters like Ingurius. Like, geez, I'd rather just have Legendary fix up Rodan's character so Rodan can get a better character who doesn't seem good. I mean, like I said, they need to do more with Rodan, but like, I don't think they're gonna fix up his character. He's basically done with the MonsterVerse. He's not gonna do anything else. He's dormant again. How do you spell the product of clay? I'm looking at Amazon. Epoxy Sculpt. APOIXE, I believe. Epoxy Sculpt, and it's like $25. It's kind of expensive. Would you buy the Playmates figures to destroy them from the face of the earth? Maybe. Have you ever thought about making a custom 1968 Godzilla? It's my next custom figure I have planned. Radiant Redemption, alright, coming soon, the MonsterVerse near you. Who do you think is going to win in Godzilla or Kong? Kong. I want Kong to win. Do you have any progress on your NECA 1968? No, because I haven't really started on it. I've only started prepping. I've started prep work on the figure, but I haven't started actually removing anything yet. Hey, would you recommend customizing NECA Rodan or get the bootleg monster? It's probably the bootlegs. There are some issues with the bootlegs, but you would probably be better off getting those instead of trying to customize a NECA. It's kind of hard. Do you think NECA will make a Godzilla Jr. / Miller if they get the rights? Maybe. If they deem it profitable. Maybe Doran for GVK at least, because Legendary doesn't bring Rodan back for another movie. Then Legendary just used Rodan lesson for nothing, sadly. That's just how movies work. I mean, they used him. They have him in the film. That's all they needed to do, is have him in the film. There's not really anything they could do with 4 monsters in one film when you need to establish all of them in the same film. I think the mysterious monster in GVK will be a giant condor. It'll be as big as the battleship. You love the 75 and 74 suit? Nice. Well, I've been streaming for 76 minutes. I am at half the viewers I was before. The comments have seemed to slow down and to just go into repetition. This is where I'm going to call it an end for now. Thank you all. Thanks to everybody who joined. I really like your custom 65 Gucci, but his upper torso seems small compared to the actual suit. That's mostly because the NECA figure's jaw is slightly different, and some of the proportions are different, but like you can't really get things exact, especially with the NECA base. What was your favorite movie of Godzilla? Shin. Uh, well, it's I've been streaming for a while. The comments have turned into repetition. Thank you all for joining my live stream. I really appreciate it. Thanks to all who super chatted, which is only one person. This was this was kind of entertaining. Got me through another hour of boredom. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.